glutes, core, and balance workout, starting facing the side with a step of any height. You're coming up into a lateral step up, so the whole heel of your foot, you need to drive through that to make sure that your glute engages. You're pressing the ball out in front of you as you lift that knee. The core is going to be important here to keep your balance. Do 10 on each side before coming to the top of the step, stepping down slowly. This is slow. Remember that the video is sped up. As you do this, it really engages the glute if you are going slow enough. 10 on each side and then facing the front again, up and over, 1 foot on top of the bench at each time, but making sure the whole foot is on top of the bench. Moving into set number 2, you're going to have a dumbbell and that medicine ball again. So with the heavy dumbbell going into a reverse lunge, finding and keeping your balance as you drive that leg up, the knee comes all the way through to hip level. That is the important part for balance right there. It's also good for your hip flexors. 10 on each side and then facing the front, racking that dumbbell up at your shoulder so it applies pressure down on your core to keep your balance as you are marching one leg at a time in place. Switch the dumbbells and switch the leg. Side to side lateral lunge, doing a halo with that ball around your head at the top, making sure in the side lunge, both knees face forward, both toes face forward. It is a good inner thigh stretch. Set number 3, we're going into a little bit more cardio. So a speed skater to a power skip. You might need to find your balance, see, in between each movement, but speed skater to the side and then power skip, drive that knee up before you bound to the other side again for that speed skater. You can break this up as needed. Pop squat. So as your feet go out, you're dropping your hips down and bringing your feet together, squeezing those inner thighs at the top. And the last movement, slower and controlled. You are balancing. This is really good for the hamstrings. Your core stability is going to help with the balance here. If you need to, widen your toes in your shoes and look about 3 feet in front of you to keep your balance. Set number 4, on the ground, so grab a mat. We're going into glute bridge march. So coming up to the top of a glute bridge, your feet are hip width apart, keeping your heels on the ground as you lift one knee at a time. Again, it's going to work the hip flexors as well as your core, glutes, and legs. And the other movement that we are going to supplement this with is more for the core. If you want to grab dumbbells, really light dumbbells, you can. Coming up into a dead bug, opposite arm and opposite leg extend in opposite directions. You want to make sure you keep your core control and stability. If you see doming in the middle of your core, so it's coming up, that means your core is not strong enough to go into a full range of motion, and therefore you don't have to drop your legs as far, or you don't have to use dumbbells. There's always options here. And as always, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Click subscribe for more.